The B-1 Lancer, once considered an aging bomber from the Cold War era, has been transformed into a highly capable force in the modern battlefield through extensive upgrades. These impreventive have touched every part of the aircraft from avionics and communications to defensive systems and advanced weapons, ensuring that it remains deadly and mission-ready well into the 2030s and 2040s. Originally built for nuclear strike missions, the B-1 was fast heavy and built for long-range, but as military conflict shifted focus from nuclear threats to precision warfare, it appeared the B-1 would become irrelevant. Instead, it found new life. Today, the B-1 isn't just serving, it's dominating. The aircraft has been reshaped from a brute force bomber into a surgical strike platform optimized for speed, precision, and survivability. This transformation did happen in a single moment, but came through a series of smart calculated upgrades. Comparing the original 1980 B-1 to the version flying today is like comparing a typewriter to a cutting-edge computer. A major turning point came with the Conventional Mission Upgrade Program, or CMUP, a deep overhaul implement in modular stages. Block A focused on enabling the B-1 for nuclear bombing. Block B introduced synthetic aperture radar, which improved its ability to find and identify targets even when they tried to hide. Block K gave it more firepower, allowing it to drop 30 cluster bombs in a single mission. Blocked changed everything, adding GPS-guided JDAM bombs, advanced countermeasures, and security. The AL-50 towed deorwacited, confusing incoming missiles, and making it harder for enemies to lock on. Then came Block E, which enhanced their shooting even more by adding systems like the wind, corrected munitions disperse, and long-range stealthy like the JASSM, although Block F, which was intended to upgrade offensive systems, was cancelled due to cost. The previous upgrades had already made the B-1 a fearsome precision bomber. One of the most impactful upgrades was integrated battle station. Old analog displays were replaced with full-color digital ones, offering real-time overlist, terrain analysis, and better threat detection. Navigation systems were improved, making the aircraft less reliant on GPS, important in case of signal jamming. Communication systems were hardened and linked to the broader warfighting network known as JADSM, turning the B-1 into a key node in joint operations. Now, instead of simply dropping bombs, B-1 crews are coordinating complex missions with live input from satellites, drones, and troops on the ground. The Beast modernization program from Boeing accelerated this evolution. Instead of waiting years for full redesigns, Beast installs modular updates in just 22 days per aircraft. With Beast, the B-1 gains Link 16, a real-time data-sharing network connecting it to F-35s, drones, AWACS, and ground units. Modern IFFF system shelf allies recognize the B-1 instantly, even in chaos. Massive onboard data storage and secure communications let it handle mission data mid-flight. New electronic countermeasures allow the B-1 to jam, spoof, or evade enemy radar better than ever before. As threats evolve, the B-1 adapts in real time. Onspelt to carry nuclear weapons. The B-1 is now a master of precision strikes. With JDAMs that can hit within meters, JASSM or cruise missiles that fly over 500 miles to hit high-value targets, and the JO glide bombs perfect for mobile threats. The B-1 can strike from far beyond enemy lines. Blue 129B warhead solo, it to strike even in crowded urban areas with limited collateral damage. But it's not just about precision. The B-1 carries over 75,000 pounds of ordnance, more than any U.S. aircraft other than THEB-52. When the B-1 arrives in a battle space, it doesn't nibble, it devours. Recently, the B-1 has taken on a Nero maritime strike. With upgraded rotor and targeting systems, it can now detect, track, and destroy Fakin ships. In test setups, it's been armed with LRM anti-ship missiles, turning it into a true ship killer. This shift has got adversaries guard. Naval moves that were once safe are now vulnerable to B-1 attacks. One of the early weaknesses of the B-1 was its vulnerability. While fast, it was still easy to detect. That has changed. The AL-50 decoy confuses missiles. Radar warning receivers alert crews before lock on. New ECM systems jam and deceive enemy radars. These upgrades make the B-1 harder to target and allow it to survive and strike again. This is not a one-hit bomber. It can return to fight multiple times with global tensions rising, especially in the Indo-Pacific and Eastern Europe. The B-1 plays a critical role. The B-52 is powerful but slow and old. The B-2 is stealthy but few in number. The B-21 is still being produced right now. The B-1 fills the gap. Fast, flexible, and evasive. Should war break out over Taiwan, the South China Sea, or in Eastern Europe, the B-1 is ready to lead the first wave of strikes against missile sites, radar systems, and infrastructure. From Cold War relic to frontline powerhouse, the B-1 Lancer is one of military aviation's most incredible stories. It can now hit 20 or more targets in a single mission, strike at sea or on land and evade top-tier air defenses. It might be called the bone by its curves, short for B-1, but many now see it as something more. Though unofficial, some refer to it as the Sky Reaper, a name that captures its chilling effectiveness. This nickname, while not found in official records or adversary propaganda, reflects the emotional reality. The B-1E silhouette at low-altitude wings, swept back slicing through the air at Mach 1.5 with 75,000 pounds of precision bombs, creates fear long before radar even picks it up. The fear isn't just about what it carries, but what it represents. The ability to hit from far away, fast, and without warning. Upgrades like the Beast program make the B-1 even harder to predict. Link 16 allows live updates. Tactical changes can be made in real time. Agile software upgrades let it evolve quickly. Its flexibility allows it to strike fixed bases, convoys, naval fleets, and radar systems all in one mission. One day, it could even carry hypersonic weapons. Those hypersonic weapons, like the A-183A ARRW, travel at over Mach 5, making them nearly impossible to track. Launched from high altitude by the B-1, they cover hundreds of miles in just minutes. Other future weapons like the Hawk Scramjet missile could give the B-1 even more speed and reach. With these, the B-1 doesn't just strike hard, it does so for defenses. Even react. This is in theory. The B-1 has already been cleared to carry these weapons externally, expanding its load from 24 to 40 weapons. These include JDAM, JASSM, LRASM, Blue 109s for hardened targets, and cluster munitions for area saturation. It can even lay mines in naval zones. This mix of smart bombs and old-school payload makes the B-1 adaptable to any kind of fight. But what makes the B-1 truly unstoppable is how it delivers these strikes. It doesn't need to enter enemy airspace. It can launch from hundreds of kilometers away. By the time defenders detect the strike, the missiles are already in the air. The B-1 itself is long gone, heading back to base or already turning for an mission. Its ability to jam enemy radar and fly through terrain means it's often invisible until it's too late. In regions like the Indo-Pacific, we build anti-access bubbles with long-range missiles and radar systems. The B-1 is uniquely capable of breaking through. It doesn't need fighter escorts, it doesn't need stealth coatings, it just uses its speed, reach, and payload to outmatch even the most advanced defenses. The aircraft has proven itself in every major U.S. conflict since the 1990s. From Kosovo to Afghanistan, Iraq to Syria, it has dropped more bombs than any other U.S. aircraft during critical campaigns. Ground troops call it the bone with. They know it means backup, precision, and power. The Lancer is more than just an aircraft. It's a battlefield tool, a strategic asset, and a symbol of American power. It can shift missions mid-flight, strike from over the horizon, evade detection, and hit 40 targets in a single sortie. It may be approaching 40 years of service, but it's more lethal now than ever before. This is not just about firepower. It's about flexibility, speed, and deterrence. It's about reaching the battlefield before the enemy knows what hit them. When the B-1 launches, it doesn't ask for permission. It flees fast, hits hard, and disappears. And when the dust settles, it leaves behind a message. You can run, but you can't. If you want to keep up with the latest updates and advanced technology, military innovation, and game-changing platforms like the B-1 Lancer, make subscribe to my YouTube channel, Missile Lemons. Your support helps bring this powerful content to light.